Okay, and this morning we are coming from my barn. Yes, this is where I like to go and I like to paint. Now, I don't paint pictures. I paint what's called barn quilts. And barn quilts, I'll show you some pictures of them. They are, a long time ago, when they used to have big barns and out in the Midwest, they would paint these big murals in quilt designs on the side of the barn. And so I've kind of done the same thing, but on a smaller scale. So what you have to do is you have to come up with a pattern, okay? So first of all, I've decided that I want to use a 2x2 board. And basically what I've done is a piece of plywood with a frame around it. See, here's the frame. And I've sanded it and I've painted it. I've primed it. Okay, so it's ready to go. So then your next chore is you have to decide a pattern. Now there are thousands of quilt patterns, okay? Now, so I have this little book here, this little notebook, full of patterns. All kinds of patterns that I've done or I want to do. And I've got them off Pinterest, I've got them off the internet. But I've chosen one today that will be kind of easy, okay? It will look something like this, okay? And the first thing you have to do is you have to, I do everything off of a grid. So I divided my square equally this way, and then I draw out my grid. Now, I've decided on colors too, okay? So we're gonna do red, white, blue, and gray. All right, so we're gonna make it patriotic. All right, so watch me. I'm going to put it in fast gear and I'm going to show you how to make a barn quilt. So there you go. I have my 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 8 grid. So I'm going to transpose this onto there. Okay, so it doesn't really look like it now, but that's my pattern that I'm going to do. So now what I like to do is I like to go back and I like to color in or draw in, write in, excuse me, the actual colors that are going to be painted. So where it's green, I'm going to do red. So I'll do red is going to be there. Dark blue here. This will be blue. And that's white. White. This half is white. This one is red. Red. White. 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 Blue. And red. So this one will be white. This square will be blue. Blue. Red. Blue, and see this one is actually the whole thing, so I will actually erase that line. So your next step is actually you have to tape off the color per color. So the way you do that is you take this, it's called frog tape, find the end of it. So the first color that I'm going to paint is I'm going to paint the gray first, okay? So I will tape off the gray where it has G. So you can actually see where I'm going to paint the gray. Okay, so our gray is painted. Now we take the tape off. Okay, we will let that gray dry and then we'll tape another color, probably blue. So the next color that we're gonna do will be blue. So I'll start taping off the blue. All the bees. Okay, so we're ready to paint our blue. So here we go. I picked it up off the table. I put some cans under it because I'm going to have to paint the sides as well. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay, our blue is done. So now we take off the tape. Okay, so there is our blue. We'll let that dry for a while and we'll come back and paint red. Okay, so our blue is dry. So now we're going to tape off to paint our red. Okay. Okay, looks like we're ready to paint some red. Okay, we got the red. Now let's remove our tape. All right, so I guess our last one we have to do, tape off, will be our white. Got a lot of that to do, so let's get started. Okay, I think it's time to paint our white. All right, got my brush, got my white paint, and away we go. Okay, well, that went well. Good painting, good, the lines took well. There's a couple of places that now I have to go back and touch up because I did not have my tape straight. So like right here where you see this white, I'll go back and after the white dries, I'll start touching it up with a little bit more blue to fill in that gap. But pretty much, there you go. So after I touch it up, I'll have one more step and we'll be done. Okay, so simple as that. I will let this dry and then I'll come back and I will put another coat on top and then flip it over and let that dry on top and then flip it over and do the back side as well. And there you go. So I'll do that and then I'll show you the finished product. So I have finished our barn quilt. So I've put a 2 coats of the polyacrylic sealer on it, put some on the back, and now all we need is a place to hang it. So you try making a barn quilt. You can just take a piece of plywood, you don't have to have a frame on it, and decorate your barn or your house or your bedroom or anywhere. They can go anywhere. So look around town and see if you see any. They're really fun. Some of them have really neat stories. This one was done for you. All right, this is Miss Beth signing off for Wow Wednesday. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time right here. Well, not right here. We probably won't be in the barn. We'll probably be back at the extension office. But I'll see you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.